morning, guys. What is going on? We are actually on YouTube today. Let me get the link for you, and I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and give it to you guys. 1 second. All right, so there's a link if you guys want to watch the screen share this morning. Um, all right. Okay, cool. Got everything all shared. We're all good to go. Good morning, Ashton. Good morning, Mike. How are you guys doing? It's finally freaking Friday. Before, like when I was actually going to the office and stuff, guys, I was keeping track of the days pretty good, but I haven't left my house but to go grab some groceries yesterday for like a couple. I was barely at the house, maybe half hour. Like so now the days are kind of running into each other. I'm actually considering tonight maybe taking a drive and going somewhere. I've been wanting to go to Sedona, so I got to see if my videographer and stuff will want to go with me. You guys on the Discord? Can you guys hear me? Cool. Um, all right, we'll go ahead and roll with it. You guys are seeing this bottom screen right here, right? If you guys are watching, um, you guys, I'm kind of disappointed to be 100% honest. So, um, the non-farm payroll came out already. It was 700,000 compared to 100,000 that was expected. Um, and this motherfucker won't drop, dude. Like this, I'm in these spy puts, and it just won't go down. You know what I mean? So really kind of upset by it. um, I rolled over some of my puts that I had for next week, right, which was April 10th, I believe. My April 10th puts at 250. I rolled them over for a little bit further so the theta wasn't screwing me as bad. And it's just not working well. We get down here to this 246, like we're kind of saying, right? So I knew 246 was gonna be around the support, and it's been a pain in my ass right here. So um, I might just cut it today, guys. Take my profit. One of my golden rules is if your trade is not walking into profit quickly, you just go ahead and cut it out and look for something else. So I don't have to sit here and take the undue stress. There's other money to be made. So that being said, um, uh, trying to see how remember how you go live on Twitter. Oh, there it is. There we go. What's up, guys? Oh, this is gonna look funky because so on Twitter you could see the green screen. On YouTube and stuff, you can't see the green screen and everything, so it's gonna look funky on here. Um, all right, cool. So we'll go ahead and get going. So that's the deal with the SPY, guys. If we start breaking above 255, um, 256 or so, I'll go ahead and cut that. Mateo, what up? Good morning, bro. NFX, good morning. I'm in a pretty good mood this morning. I'm feeling a little bit better. I need to go release some stress, go beat myself up a little bit, and then I feel better. So, not much that we could do as far as not much as far as the gym, but being trying to do a little bit more cardio and stuff. So that helps, especially since I'm a big boy. Like cardio is pretty hard for me. So, got my coffee. Um, so we'll see what happens here. It looks like we're gonna want to break up above the that 253, 254 here today. So keeping that on watch. Last night. Please say Arkasha is gay. What? Why would I say that? Um, airlines should be pretty hot today, guys. President Trump, when they had their press last night, they're talking about the billing out the airlines and stuff, and keeping an eye on the airlines. I don't even know like what the airline tickers are, but if they set up, we'll go ahead and nail them. Let me see if I could pull some up here real quick. UAL, it's United Airlines. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the airlines all too much, to be 100% honest. But yeah, you see the spike in after hours right here when the president announced that. Uh, so I like these, especially with how cheap they are. So I'll keep them on watch here. And then I put airline tickers into Google and it says tickets. Awesome. I hope everyone's able to hear me on the. If you're just using the YouTube, can you guys hear me? AAL as well. So UAL, AAL. I'm gonna keep those on watch. Airlines today. So see if they set up. Carnival has actually been pretty good. There's a lot of. I got a new toy, guys. So been trying to find a site that actually uses it a lot more. To catch flow and sweeps, things like that. And I just finally pulled the trigger on Flow Algo. That seemed like the most intuitive one. So I call her Tiffany, and so yeah. Then oh, so the reason why I was saying that was because there's a bunch of sweeps and a bunch of block buys on Carnival Cruise Line yesterday. So the thing was is that I got in too, like off of that, and it got up. There's some resistance, and then it came back down. I know that they're a little bit longer term, but definitely, was hoping it would take off and go a little bit bigger. Give me a second, guys. I gotta go grab a tissue. Morning, bro. How you doing? Oh shit! I'm gonna knock my green screen over. All right. I gotta figure out a way, like, because I'm up pretty far against my desk. Like, I gotta find a way to, like, I don't know, make the screen bigger or something. I don't know. Um, but all right, guys. So I'll keep that on watch here for the United Airlines, American Airlines. They're looking pretty good so far. So there's decent pre-market volume. But I'm pretty much $20.83 for UAL, a good entry. Damn, that's way down there. 1 second. $20.83, right, Mike? Are we looking at the same ticker? Yeah, like I mean $20.30. So on something that's small, yeah. So that's where the low got like way down there, right? So that's a little bit too macro in order for it to continue on up. Because with where it is right now, it's at $24. So you're thinking of it going down about 20%, like from where it is right now, and then continuing back up. So that's a little bit too big. You know what I mean? So ideally, you would want like if you're looking at the screen here, it's so right here off of the yesterday's close, so 23.42, and then if it doesn't hold there, then the yesterday's low at 23. If you guys are watching on YouTube, we do a lot of technical trading here in the New Age Wall Street room. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I definitely would appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, write them in the chat. We could go over tickers together. If you guys are watching anything in particular, I know there's a lot to watch. There's a lot of opportunity in different things. So just put it in the chat, and we'll analyze it together. All right. Um, yeah, you see how the spy is trying to hold above 250 now? Like I don't like that. So with my position being in puts right now, it's just dumb. So depending on how the open is, I might just sell that position and be done with it. Oh, I held two contracts of Amazon overnight just to see if it would gap down. Let me see where it's at. Redwood Trust. What's the ticker for it? Boom Blast. Exactly, NFX. So that's what we are just saying. And actually, someone last night actually messaged me who I used to trade with in a different room, and we were just catching up on things and seeing how we were doing in the market and stuff. And they asked me what my forward looking opinion was, and so my forward looking opinion on it is that the Fed did try to inject it so much that they did prop up the market here, but and the thing is that you could tell that it wants to come down, right? So you could see the selling once it pops up higher. But anytime it comes down lower, it just gets popped up. So um, I don't know if they'll allow it to come back further. So I mean, there would have to be more more panic. It seems like for it to come back down and test lows. You know what I mean? And maybe I have my timing wrong. You know what? Maybe I have my timing wrong on this position where I'm a little bit early, which would suck because if it I take my position off and then it does what we're wanting to, that would definitely suck. But I do agree with you that that's part of the issue. So so far just keeping that, guys. The reason I have Nike right here is because the Dave Portney guy, just watching the way that he trades. That's It's so funny that he doesn't even know like what the terminology between a lot of things, and he says he's the smartest guy on Wall Street right now, which is absolutely nuts. Like, um, exactly, yeah. So that's what I was trying to like forward thinking on like what else we could have, but there's always unexpected things, right? So like we have the oil stuff going on, so I mean if something happens, with that, I heard that we were kind of preparing for an attack where Iran is trying to attack our embassy in Iraq. So if that happens, that would definitely be a bad day. Dave Portney, dude, I don't. They get me talking about him here on YouTube. Um, he's the president of Barstool Sports. Like Barstool Sports is almost like a frat boys ESPN almost, dude. Like they cover sports and write articles and blogs and stuff like that. Um, and they're based in New York, right? So they're based in New York, and everyone's shut down in New York, and there's no sports to report on, so there's no sports betting. So he usually does, like sports betting. So the next best thing is like, oh well, let me open up a trading account and see what I could do there. And the first day he got on, he got margin called because he used too much margin, bro. He got margin called his very first day. I don't see the Wall Street bets thing. I don't really get the whole Wall Street bets thing. Maybe I got to look more into it. I was actually watching Sang Lucci's stream yesterday, which I love Lucci's just outlook on things. Like, you know what I mean? You get to a point where you're set. Like you have your money, you know yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, and you just don't care. Like, right? And so he's definitely right there. And I think it's true. The way that they're going to be making it is that. Um, Good morning, Rick. How you doing? The way that they're talking about, the market and stuff, I could see it turning into like a tournament style thing, like esports, where you say like you have a tournament or like ten traders, right? Like on a stage, and see who makes the biggest P&L, through the day. Which is absolutely nuts because I mean trading is already hard as it is, and then you put a competition aspect to it. Whew, like, but that would be a big thing to do, right? American Airlines, and is that Alaska Airlines? What are you thinking about RWT here, Boom Blast? Um, how come you're having me pull it up here? Stock looks like something happened. It looks like a piece of crap. Oh, they're down on earnings. Yeah, man. I mean, I see this here. What you're talking about. I mean, the only thing I would like on RWT, if you're looking at it here, so it's back at $3. We have a low right here of like 215. Is some type of mean reversion, like for it to bounce and continue up. It starts squeezing people that were in here maybe. So maybe like $10 or so if we could get it going for some type of mean reversion play. But other than that, not so much going. It looks like what I mean. Um, so it looks like it's an oil play, which oil bounced yesterday. So I don't even have all my screens up. So we got like 10 minutes. Morning, guys. You guys are on YouTube. Are you guys on Twitter? We are live on YouTube, guys. If you go on my profile on do I ever take antidepressants? You know what? We'll be honest here. This is the honest crew. I have tried antidepressants. I have been prescribed them and things, and they don't work. I don't like the way they make me feel. Um, it just doesn't work appropriately. So um, I do therapy and things like that. And I think a lot of therapy when you go see a counselor or a therapist or stuff is for you to be like self-aware, right? So when you're self-aware and you're able to actually acknowledge the way that you feel and the way and to realize what your triggers are, then you're able to control it, and then you for you to fall in a deep spot, bad spot, right? And so I think that's the way, because I've been going to therapy like almost all my life for stuff, and you get to a point where it doesn't help anymore once you're self-aware. Like you could only help yourself, and the thing why am the way that I am right now, where I'm having kind of a bad episode the last week or so, is because I don't have anything to put my negative energy into. You know what I mean? Um, it was a couple years, bro. Um, so I don't have anything to put my negative energy into that's constructive or positive, such as the gym. Um, and when that happens, it sucks. So how much money I make a month? It depends. This year has been really good to me. I've made I don't think that question is relevant. Actually, I'm not going to answer it because it's not. I don't want people to look at how much money you make. It's definitely the process that brings you the money. So once you focus on the process of you trading, then the money follows along. So I'm not going to answer how much money I make in a month. I post in my room if you guys want to see. If you guys want to see my P&L, I'll post my P&L in the room for the guys. But yeah, I will say that my goal is 1,000 a day. So yes, sir, Alberto. Good morning, Alberto. I didn't see you come in, bro. Or maybe I was already talking to you. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was talking to you about the stupid Dave Portnoy guy. Yeah, so therapy and antidepressants. I mean, it may work for some people, right? But I just don't like the way they make me feel. I feel really. I just I don't feel like myself and like I'm here. Like I'm in the moment. Like when I'm on stuff like that. So um, I just kind of grind it out, and gym definitely helps out a lot. Having good people around you definitely helps out a lot. So um, hey, good morning, Champs Trading. I appreciate you commenting on my stuff the other day. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, guys. I got the green screen right here because I'm on YouTube. So if you guys want to come chat on YouTube, um, the link is in my bio too. So I'm over here talking all kinds. I don't feel ready for the open. We got like 6 minutes. Um, Let me see here. So obviously we have the usual Amazon, Netflix. Um, Netflix should actually be pretty good today, guys. If the market continues to go up, like with the SPY today, Netflix should actually be pretty good. I'll look for something there. Also, Nvidia. So I'm gonna put Nvidia over here. Nvidia's been freaking awesome. NVDA. So here in the room, I'll put just a couple tickers. So Netflix, NVDA, AMD. Um, oh, did you guys see the Tesla? The Tesla numbers came out last night for delivery. It was something like their best quarter ever or something like that. So definitely gonna watch Tesla today too. Um, I was joking with Charlie last night, telling him it was gonna go up to 700 again. So, dude, I got some new coffee. It's like I can't I can't read the thing, but um, I don't know. It's quite herbal or whatever. Support and resistance for the SPY here. So I like where it's been holding. So this 246 has been really strong. 246, 247 area, Phil. And then 254. So 254 or anything above it. So so from 253.05 to 254, if it breaks above that, I'm out of my position. Um, I'll just go ahead and get out. Um, oh, cool. You actually traded Nvidia yesterday. Awesome. I have it pulled up right here. Right here. One second. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move Nvidia to one of my top moves today. So yeah, I mean, if we get a dip here to about 254.46 or so on Nvidia, and then for it to continue on up, that would be awesome. So around right here, if it comes all the way down to 252, then even better. But yeah, so a little dip here at the open 254.50 or so, or 252.98 would be the secondary. Um, so just depending on how it opens. And then for me, like I've been saying, dude, now I got the sun coming against me in the damn thing. Like, whew, we are not a professional production here. Um, you got in 243 yesterday on Nvidia, so yeah. Are you still holding that Nvidia, Mike? That was a really good trade. If you are, oh okay. Yeah, I think so. My main plays are gonna be probably Tesla, Netflix, Nvidia. I'll keep. I like Amazon on Friday, guys. You guys know I like Amazon on Fridays because um, Amazon on Fridays because with the theta and with the contracts expiring, you could get some cheap lottos and make some pretty good money. So good luck, Pedro. Everyone stay good. Which one are you watching, Pedro? Spy, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix I have up. So Spy, Netflix, uh, Nvidia, and Tesla. You got like a minute. Live Nation. I didn't see someone call out Live Nation. Good morning, guys. If you guys are joining here on the YouTube, or excuse me, on Twitter, definitely appreciate it. We're on YouTube. If you guys want to see my screen and the way that I trade, I have my YouTube up. If you guys want to come watch, I got like 10 seconds. Let's go. There's that drop in Nvidia there to right where we're saying the 250, 254, 253. Tesla actually making a move downwards. Damn, Nvidia broke that support as well, Mike. Right there, the 252 we were talking about. Came all the way down to 250, 54. Morning, guys. Morning, everyone. Twitter. If you guys want to come join us on YouTube,
September
I'm showing
18th,
my screen here.
2020. 550 XOP. 38 calls.
You want my
April
SSR script?
17th,
They're just
2020.
labels, man.
500 contracts.
Send me a DM on Twitter. My name on Twitter is at New Age Wall Street, just ST for street at the end, and I'll hook you up, bro. So just send me a DM. What 249.35? No, well it's bouncing now. I like these bottom wicks that you're seeing here. So now I just wanted to consolidate and go a little bit sideways. So if it goes sideways against this 253 right here, this would be nice. So like, because that's what we were talking about before this 253. Just with that volatility, we had these down spikes right here. So now I wanted to kind of go sideways and curl up and continue on up if on that one. So and the SPY is getting ready to move too. So someone made a big bet on CCL last night, like towards the close. 2 million on CCL at $8.41. Netflix. Damn, look at you over here, bro.
XLE. 30 puts. April 9th, 2020. 505 contracts. Mu.
Yeah, for sure.
40 calls.
I'll put
April
it right here
9th,
so to make sure you get the right
2020.
person.
728 contracts. SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 1000 contracts.
So my at on Twitter is New Age Wall. I'm gonna start a little bit here of Netflix, guys. Just very small because I'm still within that 10-minute time frame.
LK4 calls.
So
April 17th, 2020. 941 contracts.
368.
SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 2000
Oh look, someone
contracts.
just is
XOM.
buying Alk,
40
the
puts.
one yesterday, that
April
Chinese coffee
17th,
company.
2020. 1600 SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 1704 contracts.
And then once we get the TTM to start going yellow right here, Mike, so that'll be like a good indication here. So we get like two things of
XOM. 40 puts. April 17th, 2020. 1200 and SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 2000 contracts. SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 909 SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 1300 SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020. 1725 contracts.
yeah, someone is buying a shit ton of SLV. I don't know what that is. Let's see here.
XLF.
I think
17
SLV
puts.
is
June
like an
19th,
ETF, right? Is it
2020.
silver or something? I don't know what it
7000
is, to be
contracts.
honest.
SLV. 14 calls. April 17th, 2020.
Yeah, someone is loading up their SLV.
1296 contracts.
Did I go to school in Corona? No, dude. But that's where I'm from. I'm from Corona. So that's funny that you say that. I'm from Corona, California, bro. Um,
SLV.
I don't know how you knew that, but
14 calls.
or called that out. But
April
yeah,
17th,
I'm from Corona.
2020. 1000 contracts.
Yeah, is there Crown Town?
XOP.
I miss
36
it, dude.
calls. April 9th,
If
2020.
it's California just sucks, dude. It's not
965
kind to
contracts.
business owners. Oh, here comes Richard.
XOP.
Isn't today your day off, Richard?
36 calls.
Isn't it Friday?
April 9th, 2020. 1000 contracts.
So something I'll share with you guys like on YouTube and stuff is that if you have your trader view, or you know you don't particularly perform well on a certain day, it's okay to skip that day. So especially with options on the expiration date, like you kind of got to be fast. You got to be on it. Like, and if you don't perform well, that's cool. You could skip a day. So for a long time, I don't know why I performed well on Tuesdays, and Fridays were my worst day. So I would just here on American Airlines, I like this ascending higher lows right here that we're having when you just need to break above 2420. My volume's low. I don't. Let me see if I could turn this up here real quick. 1 second, bro. Thank you for saying something. We are we are working on our professional production here. Let me know if that's better, bro. Spy having a hard time with this 251 going green until from yesterday. So I'm still waiting. So I got my like 10 minutes. What's up, guys, on Twitter? If you guys want to come join, I have my charts and everything that you want to see on YouTube. The link is I put a link in my thing. So yeah. How did you know I went to Corona, bro? That's crazy. It kind of weirds me out too because I've had some stalkers. Remember, Richard? Oh, there goes. Oh, I missed United Airlines. Son of a bitch, bro. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome. The stalker story. So I mean, all the stuff you guys see on my screen, like I definitely did not do by myself. I had a lot of help, and I mean, Alberto was one of the OGs in here. Um, Pedro has always been with me. I've been bugging Pedro since I was in Jay's room. Um, so I had a lot of help. Like, I had. I'm sure you guys know who Maggie Klein is. That was on Twitter. Um, and oh yeah, see, and I'm sure you guys know who Maggie Klein was on Twitter. I bugged him and got help from him, and then I kind of just earned a lot of respect with everything that I was going through. Like I was homeless, rebuilding my account and everything, and so um, everyone they just kind of started helping me. Like I started getting like a bunch of people, just a lot of people just like uh, sending me DMs of different indicators and different strategies and different, and it was like weird because they wouldn't have any followers or anything like that, and they would just give me like a bunch of stuff like, and that's how I started studying on all the technical stuff. Son of a bitch, they're oh my goodness, we had United Airlines, Mike, and missed that opportunity, bro. Um, and so there's a guy that started like that started sending me stuff, and he would just not leave me alone, dude. Like he would just send me a bunch of like indicators and want to help, um, and then he knew a lot about me without me even saying stuff, and it was just really awkward. Uh, like the thing is like there's people in the room that help me right now that like they're I like they have stuff where their identity can't be um, put out there, and so I gotta protect them, and then um, they have identity things that where they signed disclosures and stuff. So I'm trying to protect my people, and then this other guy's trying to help me, and he's sending me all this technical stuff, and just like would be bugging me like in the middle of the. How old are you, Champs Trades? I have a cousin that went to Corona High, bro. Um, and so like it was just weird, like and like I didn't know his name, I didn't know his face and everything, and he would like message me at all hours of the night, and like talking trading stuff, and then like kind of getting on me for trading a certain way, and I'm like, dude, what the hell is your deal? And it was just weird. I had him in the room for a little bit. I was like, well, let's see what you could do, and then he just disappeared. Like so. What happened, Alberto? Dude, oh, you're 28. Damn, you're not too much younger than I am. I'm 31. My cousin is about your age, I think. His name is Salvador Ramirez. Um, but yeah, he went to Corona High. You gotta tell me, champs. Are you a Miguel's Junior fan,
May
bro?
1st, 2020. 1,250 contracts. Omi. 10 calls.
Oh my
May
goodness,
15th,
Alberto.
2020. 500 contracts.
Still kind of just watching right here, guys. I took a little trade on that Netflix, but I got out because it didn't break above. So still just kind of waiting. I need a. I took off my Nvidia. What happened with Nvidia?
LK7 calls. April 17, 2020. 618 contracts.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Dude, you don't like Miguel's Jr.? Dude, I grew up on that shit, bro. Like, I tried to last time I was in California, I like they had like a big old plate, like a catering, platter thing, and I tried to bring 30 burritos on the plane, and they got mad at me. I had to leave them at the airport. I had the whole airport smelling like beans, bro. Oh my goodness, Alberto, you gotta stay safe, bro. I'm gonna take a little stop here on Nvidia, guys. I like that it's holding this 253 right here that we were saying. So, well, actually, is the market coming down? No, Netflix is just coming down. Um, NVIDIA to 255. And I
LK6
lost an arm,
calls.
dude. Like,
April
I was
9,
the same way, bro. Like,
2020. 224 contracts. ET. 8 calls. January 15th, 2021. 749
ET.
contracts.
There's nothing on the flow here that's really good as of yet, guys. Um, yeah, dude, I've been there, bro. Like, lot of lot of money being lost. Actually, right now I'm kind of trying to like make my add more to my strategy and doing swings on my options and um, getting a little bit more fancy with it. And it's definitely costing me a little bit of money, dude. So it's a learning experience. I can't believe you don't like Miguel's Jr., bro. Sacrilegious if you're from Corona. Our Amazon right here, guys. 1920. I didn't take that Nvidia trade. By the time I pulled it up on my option chain, it broke that level. So where are you? Oh, is that YouTube Suite expert level? I'm telling you guys, it's really hard to stream and trade at the same time. Cool. So you made your daily goal there, um, Alberto. Oh, you remember the stalker NFX? That's funny, dude. Like, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. He said he got his baby mama pregnant, and then he just disappeared, bro. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, oh yeah, that I forget that in high school the high schools there get it and stuff. So, um, I get it, dude. Yeah, I like Amazon right here curling up, bro. Spy looks like it wants to do the same, but the volume is pretty low today, actually, to be honest. So, did you sell all your car stuff, Richard? No more race car. 1922. A lot of it. You still have the actual car, right? I want to get like a little commuter car, like that cruise I wanted to get. So I could just like obviously now that gas prices are cheap, um, so I could do some road trips and stuff. But um, I wanted to do a like a turbo setup in the Lexus. Um, but the guys are saying that it's more expensive to do a 2JZ and the
April
Lexus than
9th,
just throwing like a
2020.
LS1 in it or like a 5.3.
251 contracts.
Um, what do you think? Yeah, I don't see nothing really piquing my interest here, guys, as of right now. So, Tesla right here. I like that Tesla tested below 500 and it came up and reclaimed it. So I'll keep it here.
Levi. 10 puts. April 17th, 2020. 2,428 contracts.
What do you mean, champs? You know what? Like a big part of like my room and what I'm trying to do like holistically as a trader, like being in the financial thing is that to help help minorities and help our people, bro. Like I think they're really exploited and don't have the financial literacy whenever they come from Mexico or wherever. Um, and they are exploited like on the these mortgages and things that are adjustable rates and they just get fucked, to be honest. And I just don't think that's cool. So eventually my room will turn into like a financial advisor type deal to help with financial advice and literacy and things like that, bro. So that's what I want to do, is to be able to help out and give back and stuff. The only thing is that no one will help me get a license to be a financial advisor because of my felonies, which is stupid because FINRA says that I could have one, but no one will sponsor me to do it. Yeah, dude, if you want to team up, bro, like especially there in California, I do want to do a lot of it there in California since that's where my family and where I'm from. So I got 5 contracts of Tesla 500 calls here, guys. Counting our dots here, holding above 500, and the market's trying to push up. Yeah, that's dude. You get to a point where the money just your strategy and everything comes. So you need a way to be able to give back, dude. And that's I think that would be really good um, to help my people, bro. Amazon's still curling up here, Richard. All these higher lows, bro. I like how you guys say AIDS.
BA. 130 calls. April 9th.
Where's today's Friday. We don't. Where's
contracts.
AMG? He came in here all drunk last night. I don't know if you guys seen on the news channel. Yeah, man. Exactly, bro. Like, it's crazy the path that you get on, and then honestly, like, you kind of, for me personally, like, that's kind of like why um my entry on Tesla right here was 500 500 on Tesla, a little bit above 500.
SPY. 260 calls.
Uh-oh,
April
someone loading
6th,
up on
2020.
Spy now.
1,800
Someone loaded up
contracts.
on Boeing too. So exactly. So that was my thesis on Tesla here today, is that it may run on the delivery numbers yesterday, last night, and so yeah, but it's moving like a ton of bricks tied to it right now. There goes Amazon there. You may get 1950 on Amazon, guys, if you guys stay in. Um, yeah, dude, like it's absolutely nuts the way that the I mean I didn't have any like opportunity. You know what I mean? Like my parents were divorced. The whole sob story stuff, and dude,
TSLA.
like when college
590 calls. April
what
9th,
the hell, Tesla?
2020. 442 contracts.
When my high school counselors was asking me what I wanted to do with my life and stuff, um, going to college, like I didn't even think it was an option. But I was always smart, like you know what I mean. I was always smart, like I always tested well in ASVAB, GATE, AP, like you know what I mean. I just didn't have the home life to support it. So, um, like, um, what's his name? Alberto here. Yeah, Alberto here is my protege. He's only 18 in my room. You're 18, Alberto? 18 or 19? 19, bro. And so Are you have papers, right? It's just your parents that don't? Yeah, so that would be freaking awesome if one day like Alberto could be able to get his parents sponsor his parents and stuff to be able to stay. So that's all I want, dude, is to be able to impact people positively like that, dude. Like I'm sure you guys remember in the room, you guys remember Brian. So one of the main reasons he was trading was to because his girlfriend was in the DACA program, and so he was trying to afford a lawyer for her to be able to stay here through the DACA program and stuff. So, dude, you know what? To be honest, I don't know if he blew up his account or what happened. I talked to him and he said he had some personal family stuff going on and that he had to work like a day job a lot more. And that was it, dude. Like he didn't really tell me too much. He just said he had to work a normal job more and help his family. So um, I don't know, dude. But then like I don't know what happened with his girlfriend either. I don't know if they broke up or like so I don't know. But yeah, dude, I'll add you as a friend there, Chance, on Twitter, bro, and then we'll keep everything in check and see if we could start putting some stuff together. It'd be really really cool. Yeah, so I have the guys in my Discord they could hear me right now too. What position did you play in football, bro? Centennial is badass at football, bro. Like I hear about you guys all the time. Yeah, volume is pretty low today, guys. So um, I may just leave everything alone.
HBI. 9 puts. April 17, 2020. 600 contracts.
What receiver? Awesome, bro. What college did you go to there in California?
TMUS. 77 puts. April 17, 2020. 825 contracts.
I stopped out of my Tesla trade,
30
bro.
puts. May 15, 2020. 1,322 contracts.
So far, the guys, I got stopped out of Netflix. I got stopped out of Tesla. So that's two strikes on two different tickers. If I get one more, I'll just call it a day. So I was really thinking Nvidia would make a move, but it didn't. Yeah, dude. What would you say is your style of trading, bro? Yeah, Mike. I would say at the max three, bro. At the max, just concentrate on three tickers and learn them inside and out, dude. Just sit there, even if you're not trading them, just watch the way that they react at different price levels. Whenever they build momentum, because they all move a little bit differently. So like for instance, if you've ever seen like Tesla unwind, like go like it'll go like straight down, dude. But as like if you're looking at BA, right? Whenever BA comes down, it'll come down, test support, bounce up, test support, and then like it bounces and keeps on going down. So you'll get to a point where you know the ticker so well where you could actually foretell what it's gonna do at certain levels. So that's how like if you've ever heard me say like it's gonna wash right here or it's gonna push up, like it's just from the experience of watching the ticker over and over and over again, just the screen time. Um, so like Netflix is a good one. That's relatively cheap. If you want to do like a Facebook or AMD, those are relatively cheap as well. Nvidia is good. Heck, if you just want to do the SPY is pretty cheap and just watch how the SPY moves. The only thing with the SPY is that um, it's affected by news a lot, like right. So if you get a headline or a Trump tweet, like you could be screwed really really quickly on that.
SLB. 15 calls.
Oh, cool, dude.
October 16, 2020.
Yeah,
8,000
Arizona
contracts.
State. Do I know what projection bands are? Is that where like it shows where the ticker should move after from where it currently is? Yeah, dude, I've heard of it. I haven't read up on too much of it, but I've heard of them. Show me a chart with them if you have it. Oh, look who joined. The the OG has entered the chat. Dude, what happened with your internship, bro? I've been meaning to ask you, brother. Did they just say like, "Hey, we're holding off," or what happened, dude? Your mic is on, by the way, Tristan. Yeah, dude, taking profit definitely, definitely we could help, dude. So that's a really hard part to actually set like a projection of where you should take profit in order for to keep on going. Um, but yeah, we that's why I have my candles set up the way that I do right here. So if you take a look, you see right here, like on the SPY, right? So this candle is more lime green than these. So the candles, and I don't know if you're like um, a technical trader, but the candles. So the greens are stay in the trade, right? And the lime green is overbought. So that's one indication to start taking profit then in that area. And then if
April
you start
3rd,
getting like this
2020.
MACD cross, the TTM, what have you,
1,079
and
contracts.
then this right here down
Limit
towards the
15.
bottom part, this is my
165
macro
calls.
trend. So this is the
April 9th,
CCI right here. It measures
2020.
50 candles.
200
Um,
MLA.
so it gives you an overall
33
picture of
calls.
direction, right? So
May 15th,
like on the SPY, if you're looking at it
2020.
right now, like it would be,
100
yeah, it's
contracts.
volatile, but it's telling you that in a macro picture, you should actually be staying in if you're looking on a macro trend to stay in for like the majority of the day. I like this. Yeah, I do like that, Richard. Nvidia right here to break out above 250, 250, 251.50. Yeah, dude, that's like a kick in the balls to be honest, Tristan. I'm sorry, dude. I was thinking about that. Like, I was like, man, like it was coming up here probably like what in May, and it's like I wonder what's gonna happen with that. So you said, do you think you should have taken some profit on VWAP 505 Tesla? Um, on my Tesla trade at the 505. I mean, potentially, right? So my, I mean, I want big money, right? So it's either get get laugh to the bank or I'll break out even. It's fine with me. You know what I mean? And then for me, like a part of it as well is that like with options, I don't know if you're playing the options. So I have to make up the spread because I'm entering on the ask. So it's not necessarily that I'm making $5. You know what I
CHDR
mean?
420 puts. April 17, 2020. 500 contracts.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure. If you're an athlete, bro, you know how to be disciplined. Oh shit, that would be sick, Tristan. That would be awesome, bro. At the same time, that would kind of suck, like not trading shoulder to shoulder with like Shark or whoever. You know what I mean? But um, just it's probably a vibe to trade in the on the floor. But whatever. Okay, cool. mRNA. What am I looking at, Alberto? That's all it is, dude. I call it doing the dishes, bro. Um, my I hate it fucking doing the dishes, dude. Like that's the worst house chore I believe ever. When I was a teenager, my mom forced me to do the dishes one day, and I broke them all, so then I didn't have to wash them, and I got my ass fucking beat, dude. So so now like that's my rule. Like in my personal life, I have to do the dishes before I go to I have to go to bed before I go to bed, and that's my discipline thing. Like and that's like a lot of things like that. Like I never used to make my bed. I'm just like why? A lot of things like that, dude. So yeah, Phil. Oh, what? Phil left. Dude, I think you sent me the wrong chart, Alberto, because there's no projection bands in here. Or is those the price levels where you think it's gonna get to? Is that where you're saying the 251.95 and stuff? I don't know if you sent me the right one. Oh, cool. All right, if you're just watching on, maybe you're just watching on the YouTube, you can't hear me. Yeah, dude. Spy is just being a piece of crap, dude. So, um, I'm cool with just watching. Yeah, dude. There was a trader. He actually just exited the room. He joined up. He paid for a year membership, and then blew up his account three days later. And this was the second time he joined my room. And I told him, you know how to trade. Like everyone knows how to extract money from the market. Everyone knows the patterns. Everyone knows, the basic fundamental rules, right? Um, it's just, uh, the over trading, discipline part thing. And I told him, I was like, dude, you gotta like, if you could watch, right? Because those type of people can't. Chad, no, it was
SLV.
and I'll name drop him. I don't even give a shit. Jeremy.
October 16th, 2020.
Yeah, his name was Jeremy in here. And I told him, dude, you need to focus on things outside of trading. That um, honestly, Nvidia guys was a really nice setup, and I didn't even think of it going down. I just wanted it to go up. Um, so uh, I told him to start focusing on things on it, outside of his life, outside of trading, to get that discipline going, and he just didn't listen, dude. Like, um, he just had to be placing trades all the time, and I'm like, dude, the biggest thing you could do to help yourself is like if you have your account open, and then and not trade the whole day. If your goal, just make a goal that you're not going to place a trade the whole day, and you have your account open and you're looking at it, then that's reinforcing that you know how to sit there and be patient, dude. And the thing was is like, okay, so like he quit, right? So he quit the room, and I told him, well, and he personally said like training's not for me. I don't think I could do it. And I'm like, cool, I respect you if you realize that yourself that you could openly admit that, right? That's fine. I'll go ahead and get everything taken care of for you. Make sure you're not charged again and stuff. And yesterday or the day before, it was whichever day it was. Um, he sent me a message and he's like, I want a refund and whatever. And I'd already sent everything the day like I talked to him, right? So I already did the refund. Because like I said, like I mean, the money that you guys pay for the memberships and stuff, it just pays for the domain space, the cool tools like the Flow Algo, like things that we actually use in the room to keep the room open, right? Um, I don't really make money off of the. I don't make money off of the memberships, and so I don't care. I'll give you your money back. And so he kept on bugging me though that he wanted the money. He wanted a confirmation that he was getting his money back, and everything. But I had already told him he was, and I was busy trading and I was busy working all day, so I didn't get a chance to answer him. And I'm not kidding you, dude. Like this guy sent me a message on WhatsApp. He sent me a message on Twitter. He sent me a DM here on uh, Discord. He sent me a message on Facebook, and I'm like, bro, you couldn't wait 24 hours to get like a response. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? And that's exactly why you can't trade.
2020. 810
Yeah,
contracts.
exactly. So, um, it just it just sucks. So, I uh, and I had already told him I was like, dude, like, I told you that first day you're getting your money back, but you wanted me to like handwrite a letter for you saying that you would, and it's not a big deal. So I definitely get the whole discipline thing and like where it's very hard because especially so I've talked about this on the Sunday Stockcast where now in today's day and age, right? Um, the things that we find pleasure in are so readily available that give us a dopamine
Spot.
response, like
250.
sugar,
April 9th,
any
2020.
food,
507 contracts.
any food. Like it's you could have any type of food and any type of sugar stuff that you want to get that dopamine response. Dude, porn is everywhere, dude. It's so readily accessible to get the dopamine response. Um, it's easy to get anything, like anything that back in the caveman days you had to work for, right? And and so like when you actually have to work for it, like in trading, um, instead of not have to reinforce those bad habits and things like that, it's absolutely just nuts. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. NFX. So NFX said that's in her opinion that's why they people have become so lazy and entitled. It's the instant gratification now, and the thing is that you get so used to get like you think that because you've received it in that manner before that you should be able to get it again, right? And it's not like that. And and that's to say like the proudness that you get when you work for something. Like right now, like I'm doing keto and stuff. Um, I'm doing keto and I'm already I'm seeing the weight loss and stuff, and I feel so much better with that. I'm earning like the weight loss and I'm doing things right. Like I feel so much better when I earn these things. Like you know what I mean? And whenever like I start eating like shit and like um I kind of just feel like I didn't deserve something. That's when I get like anxious and depressed and stuff too. Like I noticed. But when I actually earn stuff and I feel good about it, then that's when I feel the best. Like also like with the room and the business, right? Like there's days where I should be working on something on Photoshop or something like that, right? And instead I'm on Instagram or something, and then I feel like shit and regretful the next day that I didn't get that done. And but the days that I'm up and I'm freaking yeah, I'm on TikTok. You know what I mean? I'm watching all these 20-year-olds shake their ass. I'm like hell yeah, shake it from a girl. Anyways, um, and um, but on the days where even where I'm tired, right? There's days where like I'm getting home, it's midnight, and I've been working since getting shit done since like 5:30, 5 in the morning. Like I feel so even though I'm tired, I feel I'm a lot more happier and I feel a lot more better of myself at that point. Yeah, dude, the I saw that VIX volatility, bro. I don't know how anyone was trading that. That was freaking nuts. Oh, Richard left. I think every trader, and maybe you could say agree or disagree, Tristan, is you get to a point where like you're just like I know how to fucking trade, like I know how to do this shit, like you know what I mean, and then you're like, how do I make it to where I don't lose as much, or I don't have these crazy down days or whatever it is. So I remember that point so vividly in my trading where I was just like,
$9.45 puts.
I
May
know how to
15th,
fucking do this. Like, and you
2020.
get tired of your own bullshit,
584 contracts.
and you just you're like, okay, like all I have, like it's either I adhere to my rules, or what the fuck am I doing? Just wasting my time, like, and my money. Oh, my coffee got cold because I was over talking. Exactly, dude. There can't be any change with anything, not just trading, anything, where until you get tired of your own bullshit, right? You could complain that bitches ain't shit, or like the reason why relationships don't work out, but there's probably a point where you have a part that you play, that you're in your relationships, that you're not being honest with yourself, right? Like, to get a little personal, like with my son's mother, um, I was always blaming her for being lazy, which she is. Um, Excuse me, one second, guys. Let me grab a tissue real quick. All right. And so my my son's mother, right? So we were together for 4 years, and you know what? She was like, in high school, right? She was like the girl that like everyone wanted, and like I had a huge crush on her in high school, and so um, we finally got together like after high school, and then what the bit. So I've always been pretty ambitious, like, you know what I mean, like with, now I'm doing trading and the business stuff, and I've always like tried to do different things. Like, when we were together, I opened like a detailing business, like for cars and stuff. I was always like, wanted to better myself, and for her, like, she was just really complacent, like, and happy with working her 40 hours a week, going home, sitting on the couch watching Netflix on the weekends, things like that. And that was always my thing, is like I felt like I was working my ass off to progress us forward, and she never helped. She never helped with that part. And her thing was, is that like I didn't emotionally support her. Like, I was never home. Like, I was always working and things like that. But for a woman, like, that's a big deal for a woman, bro, to emotionally support them and stuff, right? So I thought I was doing the right thing as a man, supporting my family, financially, and making sure that they're taken care of. But I wasn't nurturing our relationship emotionally and being there for her. Um, when she was upset with the
745
kids, or
clicks.
upset with
May
things
15th,
that were going on
2020.
at that time.
849
So
contracts.
I didn't realize that until after the breakup, and I went and I reflected on everything, and I was like, I wasn't there for her. You know what I mean? When she needed someone to confide in and to talk to, I wasn't there for her. Like, I would just say, like, suck it up, like, you know what I mean, like a guy would say, and 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 I could see from her point now where she was upset in the relationship and she wasn't happy, right? And so now, like, the same thing, like, I like right now I hardly date, like, you know what I mean, like, obviously I have
Top 33
my thought
clicks.
pieces that come over, you
April
know what I mean,
17th,
but as an
2020.
actual relationship, like, I won't like allow
650
myself yet,
contracts.
because I'm not ready to give that time into someone, you know what I mean. So, and they deserve to have my attention and my time in that. And so, um yeah, the thought pieces, bro, they're not side pieces, right? So I don't have a main piece, so they're my thought pieces. So, TikTok thoughts, dude. The TikTok thoughts, they got another like 2 3 years until they're done baking, bro. So, so yeah, so like in any aspect of your life, I think you got to be 100% honest with yourself, right? So I'm actually reading a book. I think it's in my car right now. It's I'm almost tempted to have everyone in my room read it. If you guys want it, I'll buy it for you. I'll send you Amazon credit or something to buy it. But it's called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willenick and Leaf Babin, and it talks about like it's actually about leadership and like how you lead it within a corporate environment and things like that. But you're able to apply it to your life, um, anyways, right? So you could run your life like a business and be accountable for it, and it talks about that everything is your fault, right? So like everything is your fault,
April
and
3rd,
you're the
2020.
one that's in control of it, right? So
309
once you
contracts.
get to the point where you take ownership and accountability for everything, that's when you're free and you're able to actually understand that like you happen to life doesn't happen to you, right? So like you got to go out there and make those changes and decisions and things like that. Yeah, honestly, I didn't like his attitude at first, Phil. So Phil said Jocko Willink is the man, and yeah, I didn't like his attitude at first, bro. But like his leadership talks and things like that. I think he's done TED talks. If you guys want to look him up on YouTube, um, and his outlook on like being an educator as a leader is absolutely awesome. So um, if you guys are looking for a great book, I think every trader should read that book. It's absolutely once you start taking accountability for what you're doing in the market and everything for your trading, then you stop making these bullshit excuses that it was manipulation, that it was an algo, it was all these things that people blame that why they lose in the market, instead of themselves. You control everything that you do in the market. You could control everything with the entry, exit, or stop loss, and I mean, so it's your fault ultimately. Every single thing that happens in the market when you're taking your positions, not the stupid algos, manipulation, or institutions or things like that. It's bullshit. Yeah, dude. Have you read that book, Phil? Extreme Ownership.
LK 5 puts. May 15th,
He has
2020.
another one that he wrote called The Dichotomy of Leadership or
579
something like that.
contracts.
I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. Exactly. So once you take accountability of it, you understand and acknowledge what the issue was, right? So a lot of times when you're blaming something else, you don't realize what the underlying issue actually was, right? And so once you understand what the underlying issue is, then you're able to form a plan around it to be able to combat it and become successful at it. I'm glad you guys know these things, Jocko and whatever. A lot of traders don't know that book because it's not a trading book. It's not a trading book at all. But I think every trader should read that book, and it's also entertaining because he gives a lot of like insight into his what happened in Ramadi when they're taking over Ramadi in Iraq and it's absolutely awesome. Exactly, dude. So and that's to tie back in what I was saying with that member that joined twice and quit twice. I was trying to, like, I knew he knew how to trade. I was trying to get him to realize and understand that it was him. And then finally we had the breakthrough. We had the breakthrough where he knew that he knew how to trade. So he got that part where he knew how to trade and that he was over trading and that it was himself. It's just he didn't want to work towards actually fixing it. Like he wanted it to be handed to him in some type of way. Yeah, Mike. If you're ever just chilling, bro, that book is really really good. I think there's so many people don't read books nowadays, dude, and there's anything like so much knowledge out there, bro. It's all in books. podcasts too. Like if you guys listen to the Real AF podcast or
EDU.
with Andy Frisella. Andy
110
Frisella is a
calls.
good follow on Instagram.
October 16th,
Um,
2020.
what's his name?
2,325
Ed
contracts.
Milet. I love Ed Milet and his insight into things. Um, Chance probably knows Ed Milet. He works with a lot of athletes. Another one is Relentless by Tim Grover. Tim Grover was the mentor for Kobe, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade. That one's an awesome book as well. Yeah, podcasts are dope, dude. Especially when you're traveling in the car or something.
175 calls.
It definitely it keeps your brain working, right? So that you stay
5,000
awake when you're driving and
contracts.
stuff. So, um, yeah. So the other one is what's it called? The checklist, Heavy D checklist. If you guys, I don't know if you guys watch Heavy D on. I think he's on the Discovery Channel or something. I don't have TV, so I don't know. Um, so that one's a really good one, and it's a cool from a different perspective because he's a business owner and very successful, and he's also very religious. He's LDS, so it's cool to see from his point of view, like the way he does things and approaches things as well, and it's really cool. A lot of the guests
135
he has on
calls.
that podcast too are
January
LDS,
31st, 2022.
and you realize, like,
560 contracts.
you put I'm not telling you everyone has to do this or whatever, but you put God and family first, bro, and everything falls in line, dude. Yeah, dude, Tim Grover, he's a absolute hard ass badass dude, too, bro. Like, that's like are you guys in the room, guys? You guys don't see the underline, like, where I'm trying to get better for you. I'm trying to get better as a trader, as a leader, as a mentor. Like, I want to be the best for you guys. I want you guys to be successful. So I try to and like I take your when you guys show me losses, I really take it really freaking personally. Like LDS, Latter Day Saints, Mormon. So when you guys take a big loss, I really take it personally that I didn't enforce something within you strong enough. You know what I mean? Like when Alberto had some hard days like a week or two ago, I was like, well, what the heck can I do to help out? And I think I hit you up a couple times, right, Alberto? And I was like, well, what's going on? Like, and I think we kind of
LK5
talked it out a
calls.
little bit, and then
May
you
15th,
bounced back pretty quick.
2020. 2,305 contracts. LK5 puts. May 15th,
Yeah, Tim
2020.
Grover. Yeah, dude.
2,227 contracts. LK5 puts. May 15th,
Oh, you got
2020.
over that loss.
886
your new highs now.
contracts. LK5
Cool, bro.
puts.
See, that's what exactly I'm
May
talking about. But
15th,
that, dude, I'm not.
2020.
I know we didn't talk about that part, but
530
it really
contracts.
did hurt to see that happen to you
LK5
after you
puts.
having that
May
consistency, right?
15th, 2020.
Oh shit! Everyone's loading up on LK
1,084
right here, bro.
contracts.
That's freaking awesome, dude. Do you mind if I share that, bro?
AAPL.
Thank you, dude.
235 puts. April 9th, 2020.
How long were you trading when you came
2,965
into the room, bro?
contracts.
Like altogether? Exactly a year. Awesome, dude. See, I think I don't know. I mean, you're young, Alberto, but I don't know if it really if it
April
matters to
17th,
you as of yet or anything
2020.
yet. But to help, like,
620
because you know the
contracts.
situation that your parents are in and everything, dude. Like, I'm sure that you would like to help other people in the same situation and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, but not just your parents, right? Obviously, you want to help your parents, but um, exactly, dude. Exactly, dude. And so, but to help someone else in the same situation, dude, that could probably never repay you, right? So that's awesome, dude. Like to be able to help someone in that situation, especially someone that works as hard as they do. Exactly, bro. All right, guys. I'm not taking any more trades. I'm gonna take my L's for today. So and just leave it at that. Um, this is my first losing day, and I can't even remember how long, to be 100% honest. I'll have to go back and look at it, but and it's not to say that I couldn't probably make the money back. I'm just okay with taking the little L today with the sideways action that was happening on the SPY. I still have my SPY trade on um, my swing because we broke below that 250. But if anything, if it does, start popping up above 250 again, I'll just get out. So I made almost 12,000 holistically on the whole swing so far from 259, 263 until where it was yesterday. So um, I'm okay with it.
40 puts.
Oh,
April 9th,
Etsy.
2020. 1,000 contracts.
So yeah, so yeah. Dude, how's the volatility and everything been treating you, Tristan? I don't know if you're still right there, bro, but Tristan is a G, bro. I heard one time that they had Tristan blindfolded with his hands tied behind his back, and he was still able to pull out a five-figure day, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a look at him here in a little bit. Thank you for joining. I remember back in the day I was streaming to a dead room. There was no one in here, so I definitely do appreciate the interaction and also talking to. Yeah, I think life experiences and stuff have a lot to do with trading. So I'm an open book. I'll talk to you guys about everything that affects me personally. So if you're able to learn from me and my mistakes, then more power to you. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna probably go ahead and cut off the stream here, guys. Also as well, get ready for my day. We're about an hour and 15 minutes in, so shoot me some DMs if you guys want to hang out and everything. And yeah, just hit me up. We'll catch you guys. I do this every week. So every Friday, if you guys want to join us on YouTube, I live stream for free, and we'll do pre-market and trade together. Today, well, obviously, was not a really good day, um, but we trade free. If you have questions about technical stuff or thought process on the trades, we'll go over it together if you like. And then on Sunday, if you guys want to join, I do the Sunday Stockcast. I usually have different guests on there. We just get on, talk shit for a little bit, and then look over tickers and analyze stuff to get ready for the week. So
72
if you guys want to join, that's
April
usually around
17th,
7 p.m.
2020.
market time. If you
800
guys want to join in
contracts.
then. So, but as far as on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and log out, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, all right?
LK5 puts.
My shit ain't, my shit ain't, my shit ain't, my shit ain't,